another episode of In the Shop with CustomLowz. It's episode 28 today. If you've seen yesterday's episode, you know I had a major issue with those Diablo spiral cut bits. I sent them an email just explaining that I had an issue. Normally I probably wouldn't do that, but 4 bits and $80 down, I was pretty frustrated. So I sent them an email just kind of explaining that, you know, I've been a dedicated, loyal customer of theirs for a long time, which I have. I mean, literally, like I explained, saw blades, sandpaper, table saw, any saw blade I have is literally Diablo, and router bits. I normally stick with Diablo for my roundovers and my spiral cut bits. But either way, I mentioned that to him, told him I had an issue with the bits, told him what happened. You know, I have a lot of experience with the router, so it's not really an ignorance thing, I don't believe. Either way, they emailed me back already this morning and asked me if I could send them the production number on all the bits. It seems like they're going to take care of me. I'm already amazed that they got back to me so fast, so we'll see what happens with this. I'm hoping they take care of me and at least replace maybe 1 or 2 of the bits would be freaking sweet. Because really, they're $20 a pop, so I had to eat $80 on that project yesterday. So hope for the best. Today's going to be an awesome day. We got a ton of sanding on the center console to do. After the sanding, we're going to put some Bondo, sand that, more primer, and then we'll be really super close to getting to the final step of final assembly and painting it all together. So also, we're going to be working on this under seat enclosure, the Ford F-150, 2018 Ford F-150. It's got the 2 X10s going in the enclosure. Got a ton done on that yesterday. Got all the pieces cut. Got the baffle figured out. Got the holes for the subs cut out, which was the cause of the router bit issue. Got my side kerfs cut, assembled, glued together. They're drying now, so it should be a very productive day. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys like today's episode. As always, I'll be back with an update. Alright, so I'm starting on these side pieces here. I got the kerfs taken out, the clamps are dry. I'm going to start cutting these pieces. Got the angle there, then kind of cut out the plexiglass window hole and the port. Cam's over here, sanding. He's on his last piece. He's sanded. Now these have 3 coats of primer on them. We're going to get some Bondo in the holes that are still not filled. Stuff like that. Things like that. Bondo that, let that dry, and then we should be able to sand it in an hour or so. Got a bunch of Bondo down. It's drying up. We're going to start jumping over onto the 2018 Ford F-150 under seat enclosure. We're going to do that until this dries. Then I'll have Cam jump back on this, sand it so we can get another coat, last coat of primer on this thing. Hopefully this thing is ready to assemble after that. I believe it will be. So we'll bring you guys back with another update on everything in a few minutes. Well, maybe hours. We'll see. So we're making some good progress on this under seat enclosure. Got all this Bondo dried. Cam's over here sanding it up now. Hopefully before lunchtime we could get this all sanded, get a coat of primer back on there and let it dry up. But I'm gonna keep going on this under seat enclosure. I'm cutting out this plexiglass window right now. This is for the front of the enclosure. So I'm gonna cut this window out and then we can continue on. I'm working on cutting the plexiglass window out on the under seat enclosure. Just got finished helping Cam sand up these pieces a little more. Definitely a ton of sanding going on. Looking good though, making good progress. Hopefully we'll be able to get these things reprimed today as well. All right, guys. Well, sanding process has been taking way longer than I ever anticipated. Cam was sanding for a while, then I jumped in to start helping him because it just looked like it. Well, and I know it's a lot of work, so I was trying to jump in to help him. But man, even between both of us, just now, I mean, I'm finally kind of done with the last little bits of it. There's just so many round edges. Obviously, I want to paint this thing both sides, so there's a lot of surface area to cover, a lot of details to sand. Yeah, just a lot of work. So we're finally done. I'm jumping back on this under seat enclosure. I was gonna prime this stuff tonight, but I'm sick of touching it, so I'm gonna jump on this under seat enclosure, see what I can get done with that. Right now, I'm still not yet done cutting through the plexiglass window on the front. I'm gonna get that knocked out, then I'll bring you guys back in to show you what we got going on there. All right, guys, figured I'd give you a quick update where I'm at. Got the plexiglass window hole cut. Now I'm mounting the baffle to the bottom. As you can see, the sub hole actually cuts into the bottom layer of the enclosure. Same here, and that's kind of why this thing has been such a pain, because this piece here is now a separate piece because of the hole cut out. So I had to make sure I kept putting these pieces on to keep it aligned properly. So a lot of extra steps, but we're moving right along. I'm gonna get this front attached to the bottom and see where else we can get. All right, we got the baffle attached. See, as you can see, that is a pain in the ass to keep as a solid piece when all you got between it is that. So same thing here, there's next to nothing there and nothing there. So I'm getting these kerf sides figured out. I'm gonna attach these now. After that, probably do my back wall and then ports. Top will be last, definitely. But this enclosure is coming out sweet. This thing was fucking huge. I mean, I guess it's an X10, but man, this is a big woofer. Like I said, the X10 is basically an 11. You might as well almost call it a 12, because it's like 11 3/4 outside diameter. So huge sub, huge box, but this thing's looking awesome. Let me know what you guys think of this enclosure down in the comments below. And just so you know, if you guys do need custom subwoofer enclosures, underseat enclosures, fourth order enclosures, ported enclosures, anything you're looking for, you guys can get all that on my website. I got descriptions down in the link below. Or, geez, oh man, links down in the description below. I was going so good there. I'll bring you guys back with another update though. Alright guys, here we are with an update. Got the kerf sides on, got them glued, screwed, and they're clamped right now. Well, really I'm just clamping these parts here because the ply on this last bit is real thin, so I wanted to put some glue between there and clamp it on there. This thing's looking sweet though. Super happy with how it's coming out. This is definitely a difficult enclosure. Lots of parts, lots of pieces that need to line up with one another, so I'm gonna keep working on this thing and see where I can get for the night. Guys, bringing you back for an update. This is about where I'm gonna stop for the night. I got this thing clamped the hell up, about every clamp I got, but really it needs dry time, so I'm gonna leave this here for the night. Awesome progress today. Got a ton done on this thing. Bunch of sanding done on these things. Bondo, sanded that. Tomorrow we'll start spraying. I really didn't feel like spraying today after sanding them for, I don't know, 5 hours. But we're making progress. And that'll be it for another episode of In the Shop with CustomLowz. It is episode 28. Thank you guys so much for following along, watching. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so now. Make sure you like this video. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the underseat enclosure, everything we're doing. If you guys need any subwoofer enclosures, audio stuff, make sure you check out my website. I got the description. I fucked it up twice today. I got the link in the description below. Make sure you check that out. www.customlowz.com. I will see you guys again tomorrow for another episode of In the Shop with CustomLowz.